Hello, welcome back to MK2 Golf Stories. I'm Scott and today we're in my dad's carport again. Why, you might ask? Well, because today we're going to start Operation Save Old Smokey.
Save Old Smokey.
That's right, we've not completely given up on the GTD. We've got a plan to bring her back to life and stop her smoking like Snoop Dogg. So, without further ado, let's go. Okay, so let me talk you through our thinking and the plan we've got. So, earlier this year, I went down to Hastings with Albie, met with Stu and Dave, collected an engine out of Dave's diesel. That's just a standard 1.6 engine code JP. So, now we've got that engine, it's in my dad's garage. Here it is. As you can see, we've taken off the exhaust manifold. We've taken off the inlet. The next thing we're going to do is take this SBRA engine, not sure which one it is, can't remember, I'll check in a little bit, out of here, bring that into here, take the inlet and exhaust manifolds off that and see if they will fit on here. Because what we want to do is use this head. This is a good known head. So they look very similar. I've heard this head will fit on that block, but we will have a look. So yeah, we're going to make sure everything matches up. We're going to take this head off this engine, that head off that engine, and make a Frankenstein engine, and hopefully stop everything smoking. So that's the theory. So first of all, let's get that engine out of the car. Most of the things are taken off it. Got the gearbox out, that was a bit of faffing about. Now the plan was to put the gearbox onto this engine and fire it up out of the car just for fun and, you know, have it running on the ground. But the gearbox will not fit over this flywheel. This is the bigger flywheel. So we're back to our original plan. Just a case of loosening the engine mounts, hooking up to the hoist, and then we'll get her out. So let's do that.
Put it in a bit.
What?
To move it. Right.
Oops. Yeah. Right, let it down a bit. I see, am I past the bumper yet?
Nothing good.
Well, so we can get it in from the garage. Okay, so it's out. Let's go and have a little look at the difference between the two engine blocks. What's the difference? So, this sort of standard 1.6D, as you can see, 1.6, 1.6. So this engine produces 53 brake horsepower. That's for non-turbo, and the GTD 1.6 turbo produces 80 brake horsepower, so there's about 30 brake horsepower difference. Now, there's not a whole lot of difference between the two blocks. The only difference I can see, in fact it's not even on the block, is on the sump. There's this oil return pipe which goes back up to the turbo. So the blocks look pretty much identical. We'll see what the back of the heads look like once we've got off the exhaust manifold and the inlet manifold. And of course the turbo is connected up to the exhaust manifold, but this is the turbo. And so this comes then down into the exhaust. Got a bit of an oil leak on the back here, as you can see, coming out from underneath the head. Is that oil and water? Not sure. Yeah, well, quite a big oil leak all the way around actually, but mainly on these two corners. Another difference I've noticed between these two engines is got the core plugs on the back here, obviously 1, 2, 3, and the middle one, standard core plug on the standard 1.6D. On the back of the Turbo Deisel, excuse me a second, Dad. The middle core plug here, you got this inlet. Anyway, let's get off the turbo and the exhaust manifold. So as you can see, my dad's taken most of these off already, but there's a few he couldn't get to, so we'll just whip the rest of these off. So we disconnected it from the pipe here, up the top here from the turbo water cooler, taking off the last of the nuts. So it should now come off. There we go. Okay. Let's just see if this will fit on here. That does fit on there. That's good, good sign. So we need to make sure, get the intake off, make sure the intake fits on there as well, which hopefully it should do. So we'll just use the H6 socket next, undo these, get this off, see if it fits. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, it's that pipe at the top. Watch out.
You've got a chin full then.
I know. So they look the same. So in theory, that should. There's no. Oh, we haven't got the nuts for it, but yeah, that looks like it lines up okay. Yep, they line up.
They're all looking all the same then.
Good. So there you go. So it looks like we're in luck. So all the bits fit on this head. So what we need to do now is take this head off and put it on there. Excellent. So with rocker covers off for two engines, we can start to compare. So it's the standard 1.6 diesel. Over here we have our 1.6 turbo diesel. Now I'm wondering if there's any difference in size between the cams. So let's have a look. So we'll measure the width. So can you see that? Not sure it's showing up. So that is, width of the cam is 24.4 millimeters. Give or take a couple of mil. And on the turbo diesel, seems to be pretty much the same. So that's a good sign. I was wondering whether these cams might be different and need swapping over. What about the difference, height of the lobe? So let's have a look. There's a lobe there, let's measure that. .2. And on the standard 1.6. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly the same. So there's no difference in cams. So not to worry about swapping them over. But these cams seem in slightly better condition, I think. So we will swap them over anyway. There is a slight difference in the construction of the fuel pumps. That's the one on the standard 1.6 diesel, and on the 1.6 turbo diesel. See, it's different here. Although they does seem to have the same inlets and outlets. If anyone knows what the exact difference is between these two, maybe they work at different fuel pressures. I have no idea. But other than that, all the lines, all the lines and the injectors seem to be exactly the same. So a lot of commonality, which is good. And then we have the part number. So this engine number GTD is 068103-374G. And on the standard 1.6 we have 068103-373D. So they are different heads. Guess we'll find out what the difference is between them when we whip them off. Well, so far I would say things are looking pretty good. I think we're going to be in luck here and the heads are going to be able to swap over easily. But we won't really know until we take the heads off. We can't do that until we find the spline drive for the head bolts, which we can't find at the moment. So I think I'm going to leave this video here, and you have to join us on another episode to find out whether everything does actually swap over. So if you found this video interesting, please give us a like, click on subscribe down here. You can buy me a beer down here. Leave us a comment. Do you know the difference between these heads? Are they compatible? Will it be okay? Or are we just wasting our time doing this? Until the next episode, keep watching. See you again soon. Bye bye.